United States Marine.
It also works for. It also works for Mac Tonight.
First division that landed on the second wave of Guadalcanal, August 7th, 1942.
Pony stops off and in his town. With the girls be handy, be handy, be handy.
Did you try it to Mac Tonight?
You can do it. You remember what
you know, coming in,
when they asked me if you do it?
excavating for
He says, yes, I know
yeah.
2 songs. One is Yankee Doodle and the other ain't.
Oh God, that's
This song is Yankee Doodle and the other isn't.
Sounds very familiar.
No, I know what she's playing. In Dulce Jubilo.
Yes.
That's
Mike Oldfield's Christmas single from 1974, I think.
I have a couple of Christmas things on here. The one thing I don't have, and you need to resend me.
Josef, lieber Josef mein, hilf mir wegen mein Kinderlein. That's how it starts.
Whatever it was. The one they did for help. The Fab Four.
Jesus Christus geboren Maria.
Yes. Yeah. He sent me an MP3 that had me falling over on a bus laughing. Yeah,
There were a couple of different bands that did a couple of Christmas albums about 10 years ago. All pop and traditional Christmas songs that were reorchestrated to sound like Beatles recordings.
Really? Yeah.
I'm sitting on the
Funny
bus
thing.
in the middle of May with my little iPod shuffle because I didn't have the iPhone at the time, and all of a sudden I hear, "Hark! The angels sing," to the tune of Help. I literally fell over laughing. I was laughing so hard.
I stopped people on a bus one time by singing, Gaudete, gaudete, Christus es natus, ex Maria Virgine, gaudete, 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 Christus es natus, ex Maria Virgine, gaudete.
I have to tell you something funny, Fred. I was listening and I decided to consciously listen, and you are absolutely correct. Fred Phillips pointed something out to me that in listening, watching Robin Hood, the Errol Flynn version for 40 years, I can quote the movie in sections, and I never knew that when Robin Hood and Little John meet, and Little John is at the head of the bridge, what is he whistling? Somewhere is a moment in
top 10 that week. Whenever we used to have rehearsals over near Yenenville with the Bay, you know, all the way out in Brooklyn, and the girl that was, and in fact you know her, Helen Pinto.
Yes.
She used to be the rehearser. She used to get us to sing. She used to post sopranos on either side of the, so she would sing. She wouldn't sing their overtones. So when we started singing "Sumid is Ikumina," I did the Ezra Pound version. Winter is coming in the Luda sing goddamn, stop the bus and slap it up, and if you have my hand, sing goddamn, 'tis why I am goddamn. And she's like, you drive me nuts.
Oh, that's good.
Object of the game is to connect 3 stars across, up and down, or diagonally by determining if the stars giving a right answer or making one up. That's how we get the squares. We play a 2 out of 3 match, and once a day we play secret square for big patch and big prizes. Oh, Cliff, oh,
That's fabulous! That's fantastic!
I'll take Paul Lind to block. Object of the game is to connect 3 stars across, up and down, or diagonally by determining if the star's giving a right answer or making one up. That's how they get the square. We play a match, and once each day we play secret square.
And actually, you and I have a follow-up to that.
You do?
Yes.
You do?
The Jeopardy thing. When in high school you were a square, carrying books and slide rules everywhere. You scored straight A's year after year. They called you geek, they called you queer. For everyone that laughed in your face, now's your chance to put them in their place. Cause you're on a big TV show where your big brain wins the big dough. I was listening, we were talking about oddities. Someone turned me on to this fellow, and
full of, he goes from you know, one page he'll be philosophizing, and another next page he'll be laughing at.
is a Hasidic Jewish
Medicio?
rapper. You got it.
Wasn't he mad at me?
A Hasidic rapper?
Yes.
Hasidic Jewish rapper.
Yes.
Wow. I know.
And he's good.
I've heard of 16th or 17th century Marano music.
This is his version of Jerusalem.
Wow.
It sounded like reggae.
Yeah. Jewish reggae. I love it.
Jewish reggae.
I love it. Why not? Yeah. I have recordings actually. I have recordings actually which were done in the 50s on very primitive machinery of Jewish liturgical music sung in several Indian languages from the northwest of India, done as done as Passover service.
Wow.
The Passover services.
We have to introduce him to Zeb.
You have anything in
Who's
Ladino? You have anything in Ladino?
Yes.
Zeb is an Orthodox Jewish fan.
Yes.
He's friends with John and Debbie Baker, and he has done 2 translations of Jerusalem that he sings at Passover.
Wow.
One is
As Passover leader.
one is Ankh-Morpork.
It's more pork of gold.
Yes.
You mean he
It
said?
is frightening.
Whatever else they throw in the river.
You mean he has said it to the Terry Pratchett world?
Wow.
Words, written Discworld words to Jerusalem and gold.
That's oh my God.
Yes.
Sings it in Hebrew, and then
Yes.
your translation.
As everybody sits around the table, literally falling over. So hard.
Well, no, I'll tell you, Fred asked an interesting question. Yes, I have many recordings, because they're actually in New York City. There was a group for many years called Alhambra, and they did, yes, and in fact, one of their members, their lead member recently passed away, Joe Elias.
Sorry to hear
And
that.
he was a fond of Sephardic culture stories. He told a lot of what would be noodlehead stories of a character called Joha. And Joha is, of course, the trickster noodlehead figure. Joha is the kind of fellow, for example, who his mother would ask him, why are you walking up and down at night with your eyes closed? And Joha would say, so I know what I look like when I'm asleep. And I mean,
You and I heard Alhambra. I had won tickets through WNYC. We went to one of their concerts.
That's like Yona Astropoiler, the Jewish comedian, when he was laying on his death and they came to put him in the coffin. He says, look, boys, when you pick me up, don't pick me up from under the arms, I'm ticklish. Like it's going to make a difference, right?
oh, you're talking about Herschel Astor.
Herschel Astropoiler,
yeah.
And this is exactly the same.
Yeah,
Every
yeah.
culture has one.
Yeah, sure.
In American Indian law, it's called coyote.
Yes. Now, for example, now you mentioned but there is a difference. I have a very dear friend who lives in
Loki
Toronto.
among the Norse.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I have a very dear friend in Toronto. Her name is Judith Cullen. She's a world-renowned ethnomusicologist. She's been to Spain many times, collecting not Ladino, but Judeo-Spanish. Now, here's the difference.
Yeah.
In 1492, on the day that Ferdinand and Isabella kicked 150,000 Jews out of Spain, and Columbus took off west in those 3 ships, and I've always said that someone in Spain once told me a joke, that